Hello and welcome to another episode of Ankle Sore, or should I say Carlton Club Corner. That's right, got my way, Carlton Club Corner. Couldn't let the other two members of Ankle Sore do a North Melbourne Club Corner and get away unscathed, so I thought I need to do one for you guys, especially the Carlton supporters out there. So let's start with practice match or unofficial practice match that Carlton played last Thursday at 11:30 a.m. in 38 degree heat. That astounds me right there. But anyway, let's move on from that. So, my thoughts on Carlton, they were just sluggish. So disappointing that they came out after that performance in the finals last year and were just sluggish. The leaders were poor, Cripps, Curnow, just very sluggish. If you're a good side, you come out like Brisbane and smack your opponent. I know it's a practice match and I get it. And people have a go at me for going too hard on Carlton. But 20 years, our last premiership was in 1995. It's actually, 30 years, 29 years? So we can't afford to take our foot off the pedal. We had a great finish to last year, apart from the Brisbane game. Put ourselves in the position where we probably could have even won that, being 5 goals up against Brisbane at home. Geez, and then just get run over. Very hard to win up there, I understand. But, to come out in your first practice match and just show that effort, or lack of effort, I should say, it's absolutely pathetic, I thought, as a Carlton supporter. And I just want to bring up Harry McKay. So there's been talk all pre-season that he's working on his kicking. He missed a shot from 20 metres out, right in front. Had another shot from 40 metres, didn't make the distance, didn't even kick it properly, and ended up with 1 goal. And you think you've worked on your kicking. That's going to be a sore point all year. He's a horrendous kick at goal. And I'll tell you, I'm ready to trade this guy because I don't think there's much. When Charlie was out, he had a couple of good years, but geez, he was getting them close and he was snapping around the corner. He reckons he's not going to do that anymore unless it's impossible angles. So good luck with him kicking goals this year, Carlton supporters, because I reckon he's a hopeless kick. Charlie Curnow is still missing. He was unsighted in that game. You would think after a horrendous final series he put together, he'd come out and, just have a bit of a run around, just show everyone, hey, I'm here again, ready to take on the season, but no. They lost by about 40 points against Geelong, who just walked around Carlton. There was no pressure. There was actually no game plan, no game style whatsoever. It was actually a mess, which I'm used to seeing the last 15 years or so. I didn't expect that. Now, in saying that, they're playing Melbourne tonight in an official practice match, so they've got a chance to redeem themselves. So I could be saying this all for nothing, but anyway, let's see what happens. I just feel that practice match or not, there's certain teams out there that need to perform good for themselves, their supporters, and not everyone. Collingwood don't have to do it, won the flag. Brisbane didn't have to do it, even though they came out and smacked Gold Coast. St Kilda didn't have to do it, they came out and smacked Essendon. Essendon was a team that had to show something to their supporters. They've been talking a big game over summer. They come out and they kicked 40 points and lost by 10, 12, 14 goals. Again, practice match, okay, but there's certain teams, and personally, I think Carlton's one of them, that really need to show something last week. Now, like I said, they might come out tonight and prove me wrong, but they really, really need to prove me wrong because round 1 or round 0 or whatever it's called next week, they play Brisbane in Brisbane. I'm already penciling that in as a loss. No Wiedering, no Walsh. No hope, basically, against a really good side. They then have Richmond, who played in the practice match against Collingwood last night and actually didn't look too bad. But you don't want to go 0-2 in the first 2 games of the season. Let me tell you, Carlton supporters. So I really think they need to come out tonight and give Melbourne a good spanking, I think, just to prove, or not even to prove, but just to show themselves that they're capable of being in the big time. Because finishing 5th this year, that's not on. We're not having that. They finished 5th, so they're really, in the scheme of things, when you look at it, they ended up playing Brisbane in a preliminary final away, where it could have been played at home if they finished higher. They were 14th midway through the season last year and came storming home. Now, albeit they played Gold Coast, Fremantle, St Kilda, some really poor sides. They beat a couple of good sides, yes, but I still don't think we're there yet as Carlton. Everyone's tipping them for the premiership and this and that. They're nowhere near Collingwood. Absolutely not a centimetre near. They're not a mile near them, not a centimetre. They're not a mile near Collingwood. Collingwood's game plan is just flawless. They can insert anyone and just it works. They've got good leaders. They just know the play. They've got the good game style. They just get it done. We're not there yet as Carlton Football Club. Personally, I think we're not there yet. Again, like I mentioned earlier, we had a great run in the finals last year. A great second half to the season. But we've done nothing in the scheme of things. We haven't won a premiership. If we won the premiership, this conversation probably doesn't even happen. But we didn't. We didn't even play in the grand final. So, we need to come out showing that we're a good team. And you can't just flick a light switch on. It doesn't work like that anymore. You've got to play well. That's why they always say, any player will tell you, you train how you play. So you train hard. So if they have another sluggish performance tonight, I can tell you that next week against Brisbane, already think they're going to lose no matter what happens. However, give yourself an opportunity, Blues, to imagine being Brisbane up there. That's one that you pencil in as a loss where you've actually won. You're already ahead of the ledger. So let's come out tonight. Let's have a good game and just prove that we're a good side. That's it. We've signed Vossi for 2 years, so he isn't going anywhere. I thought they should have waited until mid-year because if the same thing happens this year where they just, a mid-table, 13th, 12th, whatever, again, that's not good enough. You need to be finishing top 4 to give yourself a chance to win a premiership these days. I truly believe. Unless you get really lucky and you play an interstate side, or there's an upset in the first week and you play a home preliminary final against an interstate side. Spit that out. It's a bit hot today, so bear with me. I'll say this. There was a couple of shining lights last Thursday or Wednesday, or whenever it was. I think it was last Thursday, practice match. So Ollie Hollands has gone from strength to strength. Strong runner, good decision maker. Adam Chera, fantastic last week. Ashton Moyer, I'll get his name right because I think he's going to be a player. Kicked a couple of goals. Just looks to have that nous. Apart from that, nothing much I liked. I'll be honest. I'll really be honest with you. I want to see Carlton do well as much as the next person does, but I'm struggling to find that enthusiasm. I don't know. It's not enthusiasm. I am enthusiastic. I'm just struggling to find that belief that, hey, we'll be okay. Because good sides play well all the time, even if it's a practice match. Like the Walsh and Wiedering thing, they're two of the reasons why we won finals last year, And mind you, we played a Sydney who limped into the finals, who actually shouldn't have even made it. Should have been Adelaide that we played, and she's lucky we didn't because they were flying towards the end of last year. We beat Melbourne without Angus Brayshaw, and who were, there was a controversial, I think Blake Acres touched it on the line. They called it a point. There was no clear evidence. Probably was a goal, then we lose the game. So let's not get it twisted, Carlton. We've got a long way to go. Everyone's tipping Carlton for the premiership and this and that. It's based on what? Last year? Okay. I've just told you why, I don't think we're quite there yet. But happy to be proven wrong. Come out, play well tonight, Play well round 1, round 0, whatever it is. Just play well, Blues. Good sides have this aura about them where you come up against another team and I wouldn't say they're scared of you, but they're cautious of you. That's what you want to be. That's what you want. You know, the Hawthorn dynasty, the Richmond dynasty, even the Geelong dynasty to a point, you know, the Brisbane dynasty back in the day. Like, teams were scared to play them and they panic. And before you know it, they're 7 goals down, the game's over. So, you know, teams are scared to play Collingwood now and Brisbane in Brisbane because they know exactly the way things happen. So I just think we're not even in that class yet. So we need to get there. But anyway, enough. Let's wrap it up. Let's see what we do tonight. And hopefully we can not be sluggish. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to be sluggish tonight. I want to come out and play Carlton football, whatever that is. So there you have it. The first episode of Carlton Club Corner in the books. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Love reading your comments, and I'll try and get back to all of you. Actually, I won't try. I'll get back to all of you, and we'll see you on the next one.